another shock drop. Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. Hey, so man, I just feel like we've been getting these shock drops like back to back. It's been kind of crazy, but we potentially, maybe, possibility, we could get a shock drop of the Air Jordan 1 Spider-Verse, the sequel 2.0. All right, and it's supposed to be happening, supposedly happening tomorrow, and it's going to be roughly releasing around 2 p.m. Eastern time, Pacific time. That's 11 a.m. Pacific time, Central time. I think that's 1 p.m. Something like that. I just know it's Eastern time. It's 2 p.m. Eastern time for sure. Okay, so that's supposedly what's going to happen. It is already loaded on the Snkr app on the back end. So usually when that happens, that's usually when they do it, like a shock drop. Like for example, shouts to my guy Nicky B 2313. Hey, you want to join his Discord and all that good stuff? Shouts to my boy. He's the one that told me about Lost and Found shock drop. What happened? It happened. Reimagine 3s. I was one of the first ones to tell you guys there's gonna be a shock drop. What happened? It's a shock drop. Same thing with the Thunder 4s. Shock drop. And it happened. So far I trust my guy. He told me 1,000%. 1,000% is gonna happen. Hey, it's just low in the back end. Obviously, Nike can do whatever they want. They might change it up all of a sudden. Like, hey, we don't feel like releasing it right now. So they might just change it up and switch to another day. Or not do it at all. I don't see any lives going on. It's probably just gonna pop up like they just all of a sudden shock drop or something like that. And this might be one of the last time we might get a shock drop for a while. Because like, anyways, the Spider-Verse 2.0s, I already know it gotten a lot of hate. And I've been saying since the get-go, I really like them. You know, it kind of reminds me like a top 3 or, you know, the whole like different panels and stuff like that. I think a lot of people kind of doesn't like it, even though it is still a Chicago colorway. It just has a little different panels and have a little different designs. I think the main thing is that we just don't know what the story of the movie is, because it, you know, the shoe is supposed to reflect of the movie Spider-Verse, multi-dimensions, da-da-da-da-da. All right, we can really get into that. But hey, if you guys didn't know, I'm a huge Spider-Man fanatic and Batman. Those are my 2 favorite superheroes growing up. But I'm excited for this one. I hope it does happen. All I'll say is this: if it doesn't happen, just stay on your phone about 2 p.m. Eastern time. Just kind of check on Snkr app. Make sure you update your Snkr app, by the way, because, you know, some craziness might happen. But lately it's been kind of smooth, I want to say, after the whole Lost and Found shenanigans. But everything's been kind of smooth. I just haven't got a W yet. Like today, I didn't get a W on the Kobe's. Hey, anyone got a size 9.5 or 10 on those Kobe's GGs? Hit me up. I definitely want to get a personal pair. Let me take you back to memory lane real quick, because I remember 2018, I want to say, when these things first dropped. This was like at the height of all the sneaker releases and Jordan 1 releases. I remember nobody wanted these things. Like, I'm saying, like, no one really cared for them. And I was all about it. I was like, yo, it's almost like damn near a Chicago color with that little bit of, you know, tumble leather. And this is supposed to be a reflective little dots here. Hey, I was all about it. I was one of the first ones in line. Got it for retail at finish line. They did first come, first serve. I didn't even get to see the movie yet. Actually, the anime series of Spider-Man is actually probably one of the best Spider-Man movies out there. Other than my personal favorite is the Tobey Maguire #2. That's my personal favorite Spider-Man movie. But that's, you know, I'm OG like that, so it's all good. You know, I know a lot of people like the Far From Home and all that stuff, but you know, hey, the anime series, series, don't sleep on that one. It's actually a really good movie. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you gotta check it out. The movie does supposed to release June 2nd. So I know this weekend is gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm talking about movies now. Sorry, we're gonna be a movie channel, but the movie is gonna come out on June 2nd, and then the shoe's supposed to release on May 20th. That's the official release for the Spider-Man 2.0s, which is kind of crazy because I thought at least they would try to transition it and release at the exact same time. Because remember, these, I believe they came out the same weekend, I want to say, maybe. And I wish I had the special box, man, because it was really cool looking. But I didn't get the special box. It just came in the regular box. And I haven't seen the 2.0s box just yet. I'm really curious to see what it's going to look like. I've seen a bunch of people have pairs already, but they don't have the special box. or don't have the box or anything, so I really want to see what it looks like. I hope it has some Spider-Man themes to it or something. That would be crazy. But I'm excited for this release, man. They're supposed to retail at $200 for Air Jordan 1, so just remember that. The price is going up. I don't know, maybe they had to raise up the price for the licensing or something, but yeah, it's an Air Jordan 1 that's going to be releasing at $200. So we're like 3 weeks away from the official release date. It kind of makes sense if they were to do a shock drop, it would probably happen now. So like I said, just stay on your phone. Make sure you update your phone. Just stay alert. If it does happen, it most likely will be a Leo drop. It might be a little glitchy to get in every now and then, because usually when a shock drop happens, when something early, everybody's gonna try to get into it. And you know, I wasn't able to get a W on the Thunder 4s. I did get a GS sizes though. I did get a W on these, so I can't complain really. I really can't complain, because I was able to get a W on the Lost and Found. So for the rest of the year, I am no longer allowed to complain about Ws, so it's all good. But I hope I can get a W on these things, because I really want these things, you know. I've been saying this since the get-go. Keep the same energy. I know I dogged on some shoes in the past and I changed my mind. Hey, it's all good. But this is the one that from the get-go, I was like, yo, these are tough. These are actually really, really nice. And I know it has a little different panels and stuff like that. I can't wait to the movie. I'll probably even rock it out when I see the movie. But obviously, the first one is probably going to be the GOAT. You know, this is like the classic, and it's kind of like more close to a Chicago colorway. So if you guys remember, these the first ones, like if you guys don't remember, these were like if you were talking about resale price, this came out, the resale price wasn't like anything. They were like at $250 to $300. I know a bunch of people that had pairs on release date and sold them on StockX or whatever and just got their money back, and you know, a couple months later they're like at $400, $500. They're now at like $700, $800 now, which is crazy. I'm not saying that the 2.0s are going to do the same thing, but just be patient and just wait whenever the movie comes out, because if that movie is a hit, which I expect to be a good hit, and it's gonna, you know, do very well, that shoe might go up. I know people can compare, like, oh, what about when the movie Air came out? The Lost and Found didn't go up. Well, that movie kind of tanked. I don't see a Marvel movie tanking. You know, Marvel movies usually do very, very well, and it's very mainstream. So when you see that, and Miles, you know, the new Spider-Man actually wear those shoes on feet, that would be crazy. But like I said, man, good luck getting these things, man. If they do decide to shock drop, just warning you guys now. I am hearing there will be like an EA for the Thunder 4s, if you guys are looking for that. I know those things kind of tanked a little bit. They did do a shock drop, and next week we're supposed to get a release of the Thunder 4s. We'll be on sneakers and all that, which, you know, I know a lot of people want to complain about quality control and stuff like that, but this is also one of my most anticipated shoes to come out this year too. So I can't wait to make my top 10 best sneakers so far in 2023. It's gonna be tough, man. There's a lot of good shoes that came out this year. But anyway, guys, just stay tuned. If I find out any more information, make sure you guys follow me on my IG, because if I find out any new information, I will post it on my IG first once I get some real like crazy concrete evidence, or when I find out like it's like live and I'm like, yo, go, I'll post on my IG. That way, get you guys information, get you guys heads up, okay? Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at German Chris on IG, sometime on Twitter, don't forget Snapchat. And I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm German Chris. Push.